Welcome to Disney's Wilderness Lodge. That's actually quite delicious. Take a bite and tell me how it is, Mom. Okay, here is the transportation information for the weekend for Springtime Surprise. It's a tradition, have to. Welcome back to Castles and Cruises. I'm Melanie and we have just arrived at Disney's Wilderness Lodge for another adventure. You can bet if there's a castle or a cruise anywhere in the vicinity, it's going to be covered on this channel. And this time we're in for such a great adventure. We are here at the Wilderness Lodge for just 2 nights before we board the Disney Fantasy for 8 nights headed to Bermuda. We have a few extra things that are happening while we're here at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Tomorrow I am running, walking, limping the Springtime Surprise Cars 5K. So I have to go to the expo this afternoon to pick up my bib. But then in the morning I have to get up at bright and early, like around 2:30, and hop on a bus to go do the 5K. Then, once that's over, we plan on heading to Epcot for some Flower and Garden Festival. And then, like I said, Saturday morning we head over to Port Canaveral to board the beautiful Disney Fantasy. So, we are expecting a fantastic time. We're here at the Wilderness Lodge. This is my favorite resort. It's my family's favorite resort. We've been staying here since it opened in 1994. That seems so long ago, but just like yesterday at the same time. So right now we are actually just gonna get our luggage up to the room, and our room's ready, so that's super exciting when your room's ready and you don't have to wait. I'll do a quick room tour. We're staying in 1134, and then we'll probably get a bite to eat. So let's get this adventure started. Okay, this is room 1134. And this is a Disney Vacation Club Copper Creek studio room. And it is a studio with a bathroom. So when we come into the room, we've got a mirror here that is super helpful to get ready in the morning. And it's on a barn door track because this also closes off the rest of the bathroom area, which includes a vanity, which is just a single sink. And we also have, you know how I love these small toiletries. I know eventually they'll be gone, but as soon as I get them, they just make me happy. We have body lotion and facial soap here. We have some washcloths, some hand towels, and then we have this under the sink area. We've got tissue down here that's needed. Somewhere in these drawers, we're gonna have a hair dryer, which is right here, which is not a bad hair dryer. Looking forward to seeing what that does with my hair. We also have a makeup mirror and some lights above the sink. I don't have them on. There we go, a little bit of extra lighting. And then this is the actual bathroom, and it's on a barn door. Actually, it's on a recessed door track, pocket door, I think that's what it's called. And we have our toilet and some artwork above the toilet. This is a bathtub room, and all the first floor studios have a bathtub. So if that's what you really need for your kiddos, make sure you reserve a bathtub room. Walk-in showers are on the higher floors. We do have your shampoo, conditioner, and body wash that are mounted to the wall, and a bar of body soap if you prefer the bar of soap instead. And then I got a little bit distracted as I was saying that because I did notice this wonderful rain shower, which I love. Plus there's the extra handheld, super nice, and a hook on the wall, so if you have a bathrobe and you want to hang it there, you can, or whatever, swimsuits, what have you. And then also we did pass the closet area. We've got your extra pillows and blankets here, iron and ironing board furnished, and also your safe, which is super tiny. But then there's also extra storage for your suitcases, plenty of hangers for your hang-up clothes. And then we have the kitchen area. We have the microwave here. We have the fridge, and I show this every time, but I love it. It's just a little like pull-out pantry. So if you've got some groceries coming, you have a little bit of extra storage space for those groceries. We have some plastic utensils and a few other necessities in here. And your garbage can down there. And then we've got your dish soap and dishcloths here. We've already got stuff here, so it's hard to tell, you know, what's going on. But we've got our paper towels. We have coffee, our coffee maker. We have some plates and such, ice bucket. And up here we have our toaster. So if you need that, that's super awesome. And then coming into the main part of the room, hi, Mom and Dad.
Do we need to leave?
No, absolutely not. Y'all are always welcome. This always makes me happy, y'all. When you walk in the room and they've got your name up on the TV, the name of the resort you're staying at, and then they're playing music that's appropriate to that resort, this always makes me happy. When I stayed at the Riviera in January and I walked into the room, it just said welcome guest. That didn't make me happy. That made me kind of sad. But this time we have our name, so super excited. We have another wastebasket down here by the sink area and a bench, which is a great place to either put a suitcase, or if you want to use that for extra seating, like when you're putting your shoes on or what have you, that's great. And we have our stuff everywhere, like I said already. And so down there below the bench is a drawer that will pull out. So if you need some extra storage, you've got that there. And speaking of extra storage, we have a lot more on the credenza underneath the TV. So lots of drawers there. And speaking of drawers, we have even more drawers over by the bed. Each side of the bed has a nightstand with plenty of drawers. On the one next to the wall, we've got, it looks like some USB plugs and some regular plugs. I don't have the lights on, but you've got the reading lights on each side as well. We have a regular phone, which I always find strange when I walk into a hotel room and see a phone. And I bet we'll use it to order more blankets. What you bet?
I'm sure you're right.
Yeah, I think I might ask for a mattress topper too, because this couch that Mom and Dad are sitting on is going to turn into a fold-out bed that I'm going to sleep on, and I know from past experience, it is not comfortable. Some of the DVC studios have beds that are comfortable. For example, the Riviera, that bed was fantastic. And I've slept on Bay Lake Tower's bed before. It was pretty comfortable, but unfortunately this one is not, unless it surprises me. But I'll ask for a mattress topper, some extra blankets. Only here for 2 nights. It'll be fine, right? That's right. And so then we have a coffee table, which also lifts up and becomes like an extra dining area, like an actual table that you can dine off of, which is so fun. I just love how they have lots of pockets of ingenious function to make, even though it's a small room, but it makes your room very, very useful. And speaking of dining space, here is some extra dining space over here with 2 chairs and a table. And there's also some spaces out here, so if you want to dine al fresco, then on the patio here, we have 2 chairs and we have a table in between. And so with that, that's going to conclude our room tour. And what are we doing next, guys? We going to eat?
We're going to eat.
Mom says she's hungry. So we are now going to go eat. Our table is ready.
You folks would like to follow me this way?
Thank you. This is lovely. Thank you.
You're welcome.
We have a lovely view of the lake by our table. This is one of the best locations of tables we've had. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. Well, we had one up there one time, but yes.
Right.
I agree.
Daddy has to sit with his back to the lake,
That's all right.
but he gets to sit facing the people so he can people watch. So here are some springtime sips. They've got a margarita flight and a cucumber gimlet. That gimlet sounds delicious with cucumber, lime juice, simple syrup, soda water. Oh, this is a non-alcoholic beverage. And then I think I'm going to get the spring margarita flight. It's got, let's see, key lime, elderflower, lavender, and grapefruit. That sounds delicious. I'm definitely getting that. Now let's see what else they have. They've got light fare, rustic fare, and some kids' meals and dessert. So I'm going to take a look at this and figure out what I'm going to get.
You know what? We're not going to be hungry for dinner as late as we're eating.
That's true, but we can definitely have some snacks at Territory Lounge. Or at Territory Lounge. All right, my margarita flight's here, and what do I have?
We have the grapefruit, the lavender, elderflower, and the key lime pie, all right?
Awesome.
You enjoy, and your food should be out shortly, okay?
Thank you so much. How's yours?
It is actually very good.
You sound surprised.
Yeah, I am.
Daddy, how's your Bloody Mary?
Very good.
Good, good. All right, time for me to try my margarita flight. I'm going to start with the key lime pie. Cheers. That's very tart but tasty. I can taste the tequila. Now this is elderflower, which I'm a little iffy about because normally I'm not a fan of elderflower. Really, any drink that's kind of floral, that has floral notes, I'm not a fan of, but we'll try it. That's actually quite delicious. Ooh, there's a rainstorm coming.
Yes, and I'm probably sitting
Ooh, yep, it's definitely raining. Well, there's a ledge that's pretty tall, so we'll see. If nothing else, we can scoot in. Now back to the margarita flight. This, hi.
Some brisket and some wings today? Yes.
Yes, that's us. So we've got brisket over there, and then we have wings under here. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh. Woo, that's hot. Woo, that's hot. Woo.
here. Use a napkin to pick it up with.
Woo. All right, here's the wings.
Pick it up with a fork.
Now back to the margarita flight. Okay, this is the lavender. Ooh, that's tasty. And then finally the grapefruit. Okay, grapefruit's my favorite. It's like a Paloma. And then I really think I like the elderflower the best next, followed by the key lime, and then finally the lavender. But time for our appetizers. And our mains have arrived. Check out what we have. All right, Dad has a steak sandwich. Mom has crab cakes. Take a bite and tell me how it is, Mom. I think she likes it. And I also have the steak sandwich.
I wonder if we need to cut that in two.
Yeah. If you can.
Mom's gonna cut Dad's sandwich.
Maybe.
Maybe, she says. Well, I'm just gonna dig on in. Okay, here is the transportation information for the weekend for Springtime Surprise. And they've also got QR codes you can scan to put it on your phone. And so right now we've got the expo is open until 7, and I am headed to the expo. I'm on the bus on the way to the expo, and it looks like I had the bus all to myself. And he's got a couple of stops, so it won't finish this way, but for now I have a private ride. Pretty sweet. I've just arrived at the expo, and I just passed the area that you go into for the merchandise. I'm gonna pick up my bib first and then catch the merchandise on my way out. Okay, I have my bib. Now I'm headed in to pick up my shirt and see what the expo's all about. Well, this looks fun. Let's get down there and see what's going on. So I got a Spaceberry lemonade ale. It's a tradition, have to. So here's the deal. They're offering 50% off Disney water parks for runners and up to 3 guests with their race bibs. That is a good deal. So if you want to go to a water park, this is the way to do it. Merchandise time, and this is my last stop before I head back to the resort. It was a whirlwind of an expo, and now it's time to head back to the Wilderness Lodge and relax for the rest of the night and get ready for an early morning tomorrow. So I'm back at the resort, and I see this sign for a breakfast box that we can buy in the morning before the race. It's available starting at 2:30 in the morning, and it includes a bagel, banana, peanut butter, granola bar, and bottled water for $9.99. If I can make it out on time, I actually might do that in the morning. That's a lovely thing that they offer the runners, and they've done it in the past for different race weekends, and I have purchased it before. It's really handy to have in the corrals. So it's available this weekend as well, if you were wondering. So I wanted to get a little snack, but I'm not really sure I'm seeing anything that catches my eye. I wanted a cupcake, and they have this campfire cupcake, and then they have just this plain vanilla cupcake. This could be good. It looks like a Mickey brownie with frosting, and then they're known for their magic cookie bars. But in the way of like sweet treat snacks, that looks to be about it. They've got pastries still, but they're like breakfast pastries. Well, here's a few more things. There's a Roaring Fork s'more, and a Humphrey beehive, and then a bear moose dome. Looks like they have had a bunny cupcake, but they're out. So I'll have some decisions to make. So I ended up with the campfire cupcake. It has a little toasted marshmallow on top, and I don't know what the inside's going to be, but I'll cut into it and see what it's about. The cupcake ended up being quite delicious. It was filled with like a marshmallow cream, and I didn't get a picture of the inside of it, but it was really good, so I do recommend it. It has been a full day. I was hoping to stay up and watch the fireworks from the edge of the lake and watch the electrical water parade, but I'm fading fast, and I do have to get up at like 2 a.m. in order to be on the bus at 3 a.m. So I think I'm going to wrap up today and pick it back up tomorrow as I tackle the Cars 5K as part of Springtime Surprise Weekend. See you soon.